Hey cookers, I've seen a lot of videos making scrambled eggs with milk and water and cream. I've even heard people say that IHOP puts pancake batter in their scrambled eggs to make them fluffy and light. No, that's not it. I'm going to teach you exactly how to make fluffy, perfect scrambled eggs, and there is a secret ingredient, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. We're cooking with Jill. Welcome to my kitchen. So let me get this skillet hot. The skillet is a big key to making this work. Now, you want a heavy skillet like these Ninja NeverStick skillets or a cast iron skillet. You want a big heavy base on the bottom because that heavy base in a cast iron skillet keeps your skillet warm and hot so that when you put the eggs in there, those eggs cool off the skillet. And that's what you don't want to happen. So that's why you want a big heavy skillet like a cast iron skillet or these Ninja NeverStick skillets. Also, if the skillet is hot when you put the eggs in there, it helps them to not stick. And anytime you're cooking in these Ninja NeverStick skillets, Ninja says always make sure the skillet is thoroughly heated before you do that. Now the size of the skillet makes a difference too. Now this is a 10-inch skillet. I would scramble eggs and cook 4 eggs in here, 6 at the tops. I've got a 12-inch skillet. If I was cooking 6 eggs, I would use that 6 or 8 or even 10. I would use that big 12-inch skillet rather than this 10-inch skillet. But this 10-inch skillet's appropriate for what we're doing today. You need to use some sort of fat. Now, this is avocado oil. It's about a tablespoon of avocado oil. Put this in here. You want to get this oil to coat the bottom of this and up the sides well. You can use butter, you can use olive oil, you can use bacon grease. In fact, that's what I prefer to do because I love the flavor of bacon. Avocado oil has a light flavor. Olive oil is a little rich. Butter's good, but butter tends to brown. And if you like brown butter, perfect. Use butter. Never put cooking spray in here. Never put cooking spray in your Ninja cookware. Don't put it in your cast iron skillet either. Another big factor in getting scrambled eggs is your bowl. And the bowl you use makes a world of difference. So let me put these eggs in here. There's a couple of eggs. Now I'm gonna go wash this hand. I guess if I would have cracked the eggs with 2 hands, I probably wouldn't have got egg on it. But if you get eggs on your hand, wash your hands. You want to use a large dinner fork. You can also use a whisk. And this is one of your big keys, and this is your secret ingredient. That ingredient is air. Okay, when you put these eggs with the proper air in them in a hot skillet, you will see the eggs rise. And that is what makes your eggs fluffy. And that's why people, when they put water or milk in there, and that is the steam from doing that, you don't need to water down your eggs or anything like that. You just need air. So you want a big bowl, and you want to turn it at an angle about like this and stroke in big strokes so that you get a lot of air up into your eggs. Now, after a little bit of a scramble, if I was going to put salt and pepper in there, I would. So that way, scramble a little bit before you do that so that the salt and pepper doesn't clump up. But scramble this well. You hear that kind of hollow sound in there? Look at those bubbles in there. That's what you want. There we go. There should be a little sizzle when those eggs get in there. Now look at this. You see these eggs already starting to bubble up along the edge here? Now you want them to cook for a bit. And these eggs, look, these bubbles are happening here. And that's what you want. You now have fluffy scrambled eggs because your skillet was hot and your eggs were properly scrambled. Now when it's about like this, I just put them like this. I don't scramble them too much. I don't mix them up too much. See, now they're even growing even more. Okay? If you put too many eggs in here, your skillet would cool off, and therefore it wouldn't do that. And then you just want to scramble a little more, and then you have to decide, do you want soft eggs or do you want hard eggs that are scrambled? These eggs are done. Look at that. These eggs are nice and fluffy and soft. We didn't put water or milk in there, and certainly not pancake batter. So if you know somebody who wants to know how to truly make good scrambled eggs, share this video with them, okay? And meanwhile, I'll put up a video on how to make over easy eggs, okay? Y'all have fun.